Hi. Well, I thought I'll just show you putting the decoder into this little O4. And I've got my microchip there. Oops. It's a Bachmann. I'm changing all my chips over to Bachmann where I can for to have rail coming, and there is a reason for that, so I will be telling you in the near future why that is. But with the Class 04 going Ferrish, send you the instructions, very clear. You have to, if I can get it in, undo 4 screws, lift the top off, push the chip in. What could be, can't be any easier really, can it? So I've got these new glasses from JML. I tend to have to wear glasses to see what I'm doing, and these are just a little bit stronger for doing close-up stuff, and have a little light on. Don't know if you've seen them advertised, but they have a light on each side. They will go over glasses as well, but it brings a bit of light in. And I've got those new gloves on where you've got the fingers pointing the light exactly where, and you can see the 2 screws right at the front there on each side, and the back ones they're just there. You can see the one near my thumb, and the other one is just, if I use the pointer there, about there. So I'm going to take the top off. I hope I'm doing it in view. If I've got the right screwdriver. And the first thing you've got to do is have the right size. So I'll just get the next size down. Right, I'm just in the process of taking the screws out. Unfortunately, I can't. Maybe, where are you? I'm trying to look at the camera to make sure it's in and to allow you to see it, but I'm trying my best. So that's, can you see that little screw just at the end of the screwdriver there? Oh my giddy aunt, that's small. Now what I did do, let's see if I can get it in a little bit better. Sorry about that. What I did do, I was using a very, one of them verys there, isn't there? Small, thin-ended screwdriver. Phillips. You can tell just the size difference. If I hold them all together. I was using the one at the bottom there, that bottom one. They look big on the camera, but they are very small. But I found it better just to use, let me bring it in, just a fine slotted. Again, it looks quite wide, but it isn't. So I had to just put a slotted one in. But the body's off. One screw I've left in, not on there, on here, at the front. Let me see if I can find it for you. That screw there doesn't want to come out, so I'm not going to take it out. It's not loose, so I've left it in. But the other three, as you can see, are over there. So naturally, the blanking chip is very small. I always, I don't know about you, if you look, let me get it in. Where's my hand? Where's my hand? There it is. Coming in, coming in. I always put my pins and the lump bit near my thumb, so the L part is like, see that bit is always facing upwards away from the engine. That's how I do it to start with. You can look to see what the number is. They should have a number on, but in micro terms, I don't know where it is, and I don't actually know if I've got it on here. Because the pins are numbered. One's yeah, so one's on one. Sorry about that. Is on this near side. See if I can get the light in for you. It's a bit too bright. On this nearest side to me. Oh wait. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, sorry about the, well, I've had to have a break. Unfortunately, I swore. And I only swore because the camera ran out of juice. So, we're back in the modelling way. Yeah, as I was saying, if you didn't know, I'm just going to try and show you on. Come on, let's focus on the train. There is a 1 there, right at the, well, let me see if I can point it with that. If I can find the pointer. There is a 1. And there should be one on the chip, but I think because it is so small, there's not enough room left to actually get a number on it. But 1 I'm going for is on the left side as you look at it. So, as I said, I put mine a certain way regardless of looking for the number, because usually I can't see it. So, it's in. And that's it. So I'm just going to go and make sure that it is the right way around before I put the top back on. I'm downstairs because Gemma's doing some rock work, and And I'm sorry about the noise you can hear in the background. It's absolutely chucking it down. So it's a bit miserable. Anyway, I'll be back in a second. Hi, I'm back. Yeah, it runs. So what I'm going to do is put the screws into the holes and lower it in, then try and drop the the actual. So I'm not going to try and drop the screws into the little wells. So when the actual coupling's on, you try to drop it into a small hole. So if I put it into here first, into that bit, oh, a big hair. It's not one of mine, it's too long. So if I put them into the holes first, you can see them there, and then lower it in. I just magnetised my end of my screwdriver, just rub a magnet on, and it just makes it a bit more magnetism. I'm still loading them into the actual body, but I just thought I'll say it helps if you've got a little magnet, a little bit of magnification on your screwdriver just to hold these little screws. Because if you put that screw in between your finger and thumb, you can't see a flipping sausage, nor can you see the screw. So I've put the screws in, you can see them hanging down there, and hanging down on the other side, except for this one nearest. That was the one what didn't, it's just catching a bit of something that stopped it dropping out. Well, that's fine. So you just got to put the body on. You must put the body on the right way as well. The motor is at the front end. I know you will put it on the right way around. That one was the one that was a bit naughty. I'll just put that in a little bit first, and then just go around each one. Yeah, I'm just going to go around each one. That one's going to be the most awkward because it didn't come all the way out. Let's see now. Sorry, I can't show you the actual screw heads and get my screwdriver in, and my hands and my eyes. But you just have to believe it's still there. I know it's there, I can feel them as I'm screwing them in. And even though they're a small screw, because the thread is so close together, it takes a few turns to put them in. So you don't want to over tighten them either, because I didn't have a look, but if it's going into the plastic part of the body and hasn't got a metal thread inside, if you over tighten them, what will happen is it'll pull the plastic and lose its thread. So do be so as you can see, that one's just tightening, and I'm starting to get a bit of resistance now, and all I'm doing is just turning it, if I can get my fingers in, just with the finger and thumb, and that is now tight without over tightening. So now I'll go and run it back in with a chip. Well, I don't need to run it in with a chip, but I'll go and run it and show you on the actual track. And I do apologise if my hands were in the way. Um, I'm trying to look at the camera to make sure you can see. I need to see, as you can appreciate. And we're only talking this, it's only just a bit longer than the length of the piece of metal what sticks out on the screwdriver. It's only another quarter of an inch longer, and that is only the metal is only the length of from there to the end of my finger. So as you can appreciate, it's not very big, but it's a bonny little shunter. Well, there's the 04 on the track. I was just amazed. I thought the 08 was a very small loco, and it is small, but when you look at this one next to it, I know we're a little bit away, but the actual 08 is slightly taller. Sorry about that, not in focus. Slightly taller, and it is longer as well. So it is a little beauty. Anyway, let's try and get it back into focus, and let's give it a run. And one thing I did do, I changed the momentum on it. On Bachmann, the CV3 and 4 are both set at 30. Now, for something in the future I've got to do is turn them all off, and I will be telling you in the next couple of videos what I'm up to. But I thought, with it being a small shunter, I thought it was better without it, and I can control it with my handset, because I've got the knob, the throttle, what I can do with the actual speed, and it goes like a good one, as you'll see going over there. So I've set 3 and 4 to 0, and then I just control it, which it runs very nice at a slow speed. Very pleased with that. So that is how I just have put the chip in, and then hopefully it will help someone. We've just got the 04 pulling however many wagons, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. At that speed, that's its limit, going up a 2% incline without it spinning its wheels and nearly coming to a stop. I just kept adding on until, and it is on a curve which is slightly harder to pull up than the straight, but that's a big enough rate, and it ain't going to go around layouts into it's a shunter, so it only goes backwards and forwards, and that's it. But I just thought I'd see how much it does, so that's not bad at all really. Very pleased with that, and thank you very much, Yvonne, for my lovely Christmas present.